exclusive production.
Juice in the front breakfast while I'm beating practice. Ready to hit the block.
Bring it back.
One more time, man.
Juice in the front breakfast while I'm beating
the paper.
Ready to hit the block.
And they hit the block. About to see some paper. Top of the morning, big bro. Happy Monday vibes, man.
Happy Monday vibes, man. You know what I'm saying? That Monday morning mentality, you know what I mean? Closing out this week 3. You know what I mean? Had to put one up. Had to put one up for the Monday, you know what I mean?
Come on now, 100%, bro.
Starting off our day righteous.
Come on now, 3-0 vibes for us Niner gangers around this motherfucker. Shout out to the whole Niner Empire, man. McCorkle doing his motherfucking play thing in spot starts for the perfect Purdy one, 100%, man. Defense coming together a little bit. Young studs over there showing out 100%. When you got when you start the game with a slick Rick and an MVS, and you come away with that dub, bro, against another 2-0 team in your division. Hey, the future looking kind of bright. You know what I mean? I know we got the Lambs coming up on Thursday night. I don't know if it's this Thursday night or the next Thursday night, but we'll be knocking out our first half a slate of division games within the first 5 weeks, bro. 100%.
It's kind of like not too far from how, you know, everybody that watches this show, you guys are very familiar with our guy Lee. He'll be here in a sec. You'll be watching him go through his division the first 3 weeks. Very impressive what they've been able to do so far. I'm saying that now while he's not here, because once he's here, it's like, fuck them, you know? Because he ain't going to be humble about it, though. You know what I mean?
No, it's war time.
I love you, Lee. Don't ever change.
Murder, mayhem, and war.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my mama, give me the facts on everything.
All the
way to motherfucking week 17. Murder, mayhem, and war. Oh, my mama, we are trying to get to the dance. If you 0-2, about to be 1-2. It's all right, bro. 100%. Don't worry about it. Start throwing some trades out there. Start looking where motherfuckers is weak at and where you got a position of strength. Start breaking down some of these players to try and get some depth if you caught the injury bug. Motherfuckers just dropping like flies. Me and Bose was just talking about some of the injuries backstage. So, like I said, with that, make sure you pull up tomorrow about 9 a.m. West Coast time, 12 p.m. East Coast time for Wake Your Game. Big bro just talked about Ears. Not only is Ears a producer on the motherfucking OJ and the Blunt for breakfast, but he stay in the street, so he gonna give us the ins and all the latest injuries.
If he's actually in the streets right now.
100%, bro, on my mama. So shout out to the Ear to the Streets. Get safe home on that road. He should be pulling up any second. You got anybody playing tonight, big bro?
Yep, got all the St. Browns, all the Jameson Williamses, all the Jack Campbells, and the Roquans, and the Jared Goffles, and the Lamar Jacksons.
Oh my mama, 100%. I got a couple of shares of Amon Ra, a couple of shares of Jamo, and a couple of shares of fucking Gibbs. 100%, bro. On everything. One of my league, matter of fact, it's the Gen Wealth. Forgot who the fuck I'm playing. Oh, I'm playing Minnesota Pen, the AKA Ginger Ninja, no hard R. Shout out to my dog, man. We both trying to go 0-3 in that motherfucker. And I got Laporta Potty. I forgot who else he got. He got a linebacker and I think a wide receiver.
Was this in the TFL? No, not
this in the fucking Gen Wealth. The first.
Shit. Okay.
My
I know. I'm
gonna be 2-1 in the TFL. I think I'm putting back to back wins again.
There you go. I know I lost week 1 as well. I won week 2. I need Jared Goff to get really amazing for me tonight.
Yeah, I got the Amon-Ra in that league, and I think bruh that I'm playing got SLP.
Yeah, I forget who bruh got that I'm playing in that one. But and then there's what's his name? Oh yeah, in the Gen Wealth. I need to check my score in there. That's the one I forgot to look at this morning. I was after the game, I was pretty turned last night. I was like, I'm going to take a shower, go to sleep.
Come on now.
I didn't even look at my scores until this morning. I
couldn't wait for the game. First of all, the game was boring as fuck. Kansas City couldn't put them away. Oh my mama. That fucking that second catch by Taekwondo Thornton. The first one was a bailout. They went right back to bro. What the fuck?
I know, bro. I was hot about that. And then it was the same thing where he got down to the one. It was like it happened the same exact way. It was crazy.
Cold world. Oh my God. Fucking West out there donating. They had so many shots to get back into the game. They scored the first TD. They holding up the Queefs to fucking field goals.
That's what I'm saying, though. You know, what's funny too is like if you're a coach, I would imagine your main thing is to win the game, right? But like if you know you're secure with your job, you kind of don't mind. Just like, all right, don't worry, guys. Look, we're trying to win, but listen, we're building something here. We're building a culture. You know what I mean? I don't think Dayball has that type of security, and it's sad because that's gonna be sad for the kid Dart because then now you have to have another pun intended dart throw at coaching staff, and you're gonna hope that it fits. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, how do you know if it fits if you don't see this kid out there and see what what kind of system you think he would best benefit him? Maybe the system he's in now is the best that'll benefit him. It's one of the architects of the Josh Allen, the Stallion that we know and love now. You know what I mean? We saw a little glimpse. I think I'm just still enamored by the preseason outing for that kid Dart.
I mean, not only that though, big bro, because I was a proponent of starting Russ last night just based on the momentum that we seen from last week, bro. 100%. And Kansas City, like even though they was kicking field goals for their first few points, it's like they wasn't allowing or they wasn't putting the clamps on the Giants. The Giants was shooting themselves in the foot. 100%
over and over again,
bro. Oh my mama. So it's like fuck. We really ain't seen the full slate of what Kansas City can do, but also from what the weapons that they got in New York, bro, it's like they are missing somebody that can get them the ball who's not to be scared to, sling that bitch in there, shit like that. Matter of fact, the pick to Nabers in the first half in the back of the end zone, it was a little bit short, not saying that Nabers couldn't make the play. Even when the play that he motherfucking hurt his shoulder on and he was gone for a minute, he could have made a play on that, and that was highly underthrown. But like I said, the momentum from last week, bro, that's all he was doing was dropping it in the bread basket because he got one of the best deep balls paws there is in the game or had it. You know what I mean? I thought they was going to be able to capitalize and they didn't do it, but it wasn't what Kansas City was doing a whole hell of a lot.
It says a lot about when you look at Russ's performance against the Cowboys last week, then look at Caleb's performance this week against the Cowboys. The common denominator there is the Cowboys defense. The Chiefs were a really good defense. I think that's why they didn't just throw this kid out, actually. And I think there's a good shot at us seeing this kid week 4. I know it's against the Chargers, and maybe they sacrificially throw Russ again.
Because, see, the fucking Chiefs barely was blitzing, bro. They was making that boy beat him 100%, bro. There will be sometimes they'll
and then Karlaftis had a really game.
But they was dropping back and making Russ beat him, bro. Oh my mama, Russ couldn't do it, bro. 100%.
Yeah, and old Georgie, he tore their ass up. George Karlaftis, he went crazy in fantasy.
Fucking A, man. Let's play a message for our sponsor. We are powered by the neonpeacockmerch.com.
Yeah, man.
You see my bro over there, he got that same 2-4 on right now.
Really?
Make a statement letting everybody know you got the same 24 hours I got, man. 100%.
You know what I mean? It's all about what you do with your 24 because we all got the same 24. You know what I mean? So it's also when people understand that, they respect that because no man's time is worth more than the next There's one thing, and because time is man's greatest commodity, and we all possess the same 24. Let's go.
Talk that shit. We'll be right back. NeonPeacockMerch.com. All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. NeonPeacockMerch.com. Big Bro said the flash sale starts on the 22nd, and I think it goes to the 27th. 100%. So make sure you go fill your motherfucking card up and take full advantage of the sale, man.
Yeah, man, $13 tees. I like how these ones came out. I'm about to go get them different colors now.
Come on now.
I mean? Yeah, maybe I'll get me a hoodie too. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just it's a great metaphor. Or not even a metaphor, it's real literal. We all got
real life. It's the key to life.
Yeah.
If you live, if you drill that in your head, you're gonna try and take full advantage of your whole fucking day like me. Bro, I try and beat the sun up every motherfucking day, even on a Saturday and a Sunday, man. 100%. You got to take advantage of all the time you can get, bro. Oh my mind.
I do take pride in waking up and beating the sun.
Come on now.
Yeah, you ever wake up and that sun comes through your, oh no! You feel like you're late already.
100%.
But there is sometimes too, well, I'll look like, okay, I think I'm gonna catch up on some of this. I think I might use 8 hours of this 24 right now to get some sleep. You know what I mean?
Come on now. Oh, my
sleep is always the first one to sacrifice too. You know what I mean?
Shit, rest is a must.
All right, fuck, I'm gonna stay up. You know what I mean? You know, oh shit, I got a rack of shit to do tomorrow. I gotta get up and dummy early. You know what I mean? Like,
oh now.
You know, you can't, there's no one you can call and be like, listen, you can't call Father Time and be like, listen, bro, I'm gonna be a little late. No, that motherfucker racing. You gotta race this motherfucker.
Come on now.
Because he doesn't stop Father Time, that is.
Not at all. Facts. We don't got the cheat code. Matter of fact, I don't even want the cheat. The cheat code is health is wealth. On my mama.
That is true.
Information is the key. On my mama. Talk about it.
All right, fine.
No. Don't say it.
It's mushrooms. Hey, it's mushrooms.
Hey, everybody.
No, it's the key to life. It's mushrooms. You can freeze time. I'm telling you.
Come on now.
I hesitated saying it because it was going to sound mushroom as fuck. You know? For those that don't partake in the psychedelics, they might not know exactly what I mean. But you know,
we're trying to open up our third eye.
It doesn't exist in the astral plane. Time, that is.
Come on now.
Time is a construct of man on Earth. And that is truly the one thing, go bring back to my point, is one thing that we all have in common here on Earth. Till we go to Mars.
Facts.
Right? And they got more than 24, huh?
What's the over-under by 2050 we on Mars?
I'll take the under.
Oh, shit.
There's some shit that's flying. There's some shit that's flying at Mars right now. You see that shit? There's a comet that's en route to Mars, but it's enriched in CO2, and it's crazy because it's like encapsulated in this frozen shit, bro.
Oh wow!
It's like a bomb, and when it gets there, they estimate this shit could enrich the atmosphere with what it needs.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, for us to come in there years later. Because the first thing you got, there used to be, first of all, when you add more carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide to an atmosphere, it's going to help the electromagnetic woo-wop, you feel me? Because That's what, like us on Earth, we have an electromagnetic joint that keeps our atmosphere what it is. You know what I mean? It's all.
That's why they said we ain't been to the moon, because they can't get past that.
They can't get past that radiation little field that they got. That's why people don't believe we even went there, or anyone for that matter, any human. How the fuck they're gonna get through that radiation shit? You know what I mean? And then there's also like, because there's no atmosphere on the moon, obviously, you run the risk of like you're just outside, just right, doing your thing, and a fucking space test that's coming at you thousands of miles an hour that you have no, goes right through your fucking shit. It could go right through you too. You know what I mean?
Come on now.
But there's too many variables that we can't account for. And just some of the small space tests, they could just be flying so fucking fast.
And also they said that the Apollo shit, there's no way that it could have made it because they don't have enough gas. So I've been seeing shit about the
I was on that trip. You're right.
The fuel that we need to get there, bro.
I was hitting figure eights in space, man.
They said we need like 9 rockets just to get to that motherfucker. On top of the first rocket, it has to refuel at least 8 times.
And then we got that space station. And here's the thing: it's like, this is where we got it wrong to begin with. Why are we still using projectile means of propulsion? Well, you know what I mean? There's still some physics and science that is lost to us. That like, you know what I mean, like anti-gravity and shit like that, bro. You know what I mean?
No, they got it. They just don't want to release it.
Yeah, they don't want to give it. I know how them trillionaires mobbing in them tic-tac things. Those things are dope.
Cold world, bro. Oh, my mama. Oh, everything.
What you got for us this morning?
So, you remember about a couple months ago, we did a story about some bounty hunters, and they just went full radical and accidentally shot the person. You know, well, I ain't gonna say accidentally, but allegedly shot the person that they was trying to do the bounty hunt on.
They're trying to explain it away after the fact. Yeah.
And bro, I guess he hit the gas. I forgot exactly how it went, but that was in Texas, right? So we're gonna go back to Texas on another bounty hunt.
Shocking that it wasn't in Florida.
Right, 100%. Oh, everything. But watch this shit though. These bounty hunters in Texas, bro, they think they are, they think they higher than the police. Oh my mama. Get into this shit.
Excuse me.
Oh my mama. I don't know what the fuck these bounty hunters think they doing, dog.
They got big guns.
Oh shit.
Bounty hunters are facing felony charges, accused of kidnapping a man they thought was a capital murder suspect.
Well, it turns out he wasn't. Fox 4's Davidson spoke with a man who was pulled from his family's garage and then thrown in a U-Haul.
Top of the morning, Derek.
Top of the morning, Derek. Salute.
They had their murder suspect here in Richardson, but it turns out they had the wrong guy. The real suspect is believed to be 7,000 miles away.
They say, "What's your name?" I said, Hussein Al-Sadi.
Who is Hussein Al-Sadi, a 22-year-old aspiring barber whose family immigrated to the United States from Iraq in 2012? A more pressing question, who is he not? Well, he's not 23-year-old Hussein Al-Sadi, who federal investigators say is on the run in Iraq after cutting his ankle monitor while out on bond for capital murder by terroristic threat in Dallas.
Did you know this person at all? Like,
No, I never met him in my life.
never even heard of him?
Never.
3 bounty hunters now face felony charges, including kidnapping, for wrongfully apprehending Al-Sadi, thinking he was the murder suspect.
I'm a professional.
Alan Hinton, the leader of the 3 bounty hunters. We'll get back to him momentarily.
They just assumed that it was me, but obviously they had the wrong guy.
Al-Sadi was cutting a client's hair inside his family's garage in Richardson on June 1st. That's when a U-Haul van drove up. 3 black males jumped out with guns and took Al-Sadi, according to an arrest warrant affidavit.
They threw 2 stun grenades and they just started aiming AR-15s on my head and to my brother's head.
Home surveillance video motioning on only as the U-Haul drives away with Al-Sadi inside.
They said, "You're wanted for capital murder by terrorism." I actually started laughing because I was like, oh my God, yeah, I have the wrong person.
An arrest warrant says 3 bounty hunters working for the security firm, the Clandestine Group, were contracting for Brigham Home bail bonds to serve a warrant to Hussein Al-Sadi. Al-Sadi had posted a $500,000 bond through Brigham Home after being charged in a capital murder at a suspected drug operation location in Northwest Dallas in February 2024.
We refer to ourselves as fugitive recovery agents.
Alan Hinton and his team told Richardson police through months of intel and confidential informants, he and the Brigham Home Bail Bonds Company thought Hussein al-Sadi was their target. They had a 79% facial recognition match using an AI tool, according to an arrest affidavit. When al-Sadi maintained his innocence, the bounty hunters contacted local police.
We instantly made those calls to Richardson PD.
So when did they ultimately realize that they had the wrong person?
After the fingerprint.
Richardson police detained al-Sadi until a detective on the FBI's task force arrived with a mobile fingerprinting device. The results showed Hussein al-Sadi was who he said he was and was not the subject of the warrant.
Everybody's surrounded me in a circle, just waiting for the results.
Yeah.
And obviously after the results, the officer told them, yeah, this is not him. And that's when you just see them get back in the U-Haul truck and then just drive off.
A Richardson police detective spoke with the Dallas County District Attorney's Office and U.S. Marshals, both advising the detective that the capital murder suspect fled to Iraq after breaking an ankle monitor in August 2024. The U.S. Marshals say no one from Brigham Home Bail Bonds reached out regarding the case, and if they had, Marshals would have said this al-Sadi was the wrong guy.
I would just hope they actually check their information before they go do that and traumatize a family.
Hinton says Brigham Home Bail Bonds provided background information on the suspect, and with that information and additional research, his team identified this al-Sadi. Hinton says he's not a criminal.
It's just not who I am.
Just someone trying to make a living while doing a community service.
And I do believe right now law enforcement is overworked, and I do believe in having positive interactions with law enforcement and being able to assist them. You know, I do a hard job, and without qualified immunity, it makes things a lot harder for us.
Hinton's attorney says his client was just doing his job.
My client has no criminal history at all. He was executing this warrant based on the law that's out there.
Al-Sadi's attorney says that job comes with heavy responsibility.
And that cannot be taken lightly and cannot be callously, oops, I got the wrong guy.
Al-Sadi says the encounter makes him think of his father.
I saw tears coming out of his eyes.
He says his family left Iraq after two of his uncles were kidnapped and killed, his father wanting safety for his family.
I feel like I'm gonna cry because my dad already been through a lot. Sorry.
While thinking of what could have happened to his father, mother, brother, and special needs sister had the encounter at their home been worse, al-Sadi too emotional to finish our interview.
If we could take a minute, please.
Poor kid.
So we've reached out to Brigham Home Bail Bonds Company several times since we began looking into this story, and at this point in time, they have declined all of our requests for comment or any sort of on-camera interview. We will let you know if things change. Now, the name Devin Allard Carter, he is one of the three bounty hunters who is also charged. The third suspect still on the run, according to Richardson Police Department. Lastly, we mentioned that Hussein was giving a haircut to a client in his garage when all this went down. If you're wondering what happened to that client, well, according to police documents, it turns out that client was an undercover informant working for those bounty hunters. Stephen, Heather, back to y'all.
It's a twist.
Bro was over there getting a lineup, and he was, ironically, he was getting lined up, bro.
Literally.
That's what I'm saying. And you know what's fucked up? It's like they said something in there. They said clandestine group. You know what that means, right?
Nope.
It means that they're not official, bro.
What you mean?
They're not official. So, like, for example, in the streets, you know, you might have an alleged cook. He whipping up the work. They call that person a clandestine chemist.
Oh, wow.
He's a chemist. He not a real official one, but he got a lab, all this shit is they're clandestine. You know what I mean? Shit, maybe I might be slaughtering the definition of it, but that's the only time I've ever heard that term be used. You know what I mean?
Come on now.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Like there's people that was whipping up MDMA, you know, they're clandestine chemists. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know
why they said this is a clandestine group. So
but they were outsourced though, so you got the
they were by to bring them home.
You got to bring it home, people, and then they outsourced the warrant to the Cleston Dam, whatever.
Yeah, so and it's like, okay, if they're That's the name of their group, huh? It's the clandestine group.
Yeah.
So they're an actual official group, but that's just the name of it.
Yeah.
Because that's crazy, man.
That's a hell of a name, big bro.
And why is bro on the run?
Exactly.
Why is bro on the run? If you got a legitimate, licensing to be a bounty hunter, quote unquote, or we like to call ourselves fugitive, whatever the fuck. What do you say?
Come on now.
I'm like, bro, you a bounty hunter, bro. Fuck out of here. We all seen Star Wars, bro. You think you fucking Jabba the Hutt? Or not Jabba the Hutt. What's his brother's name? Boba Fett. You know what I'm talking about? Boba Fett. He got the little armor on and flies with the. Yeah.
My mouth.
Getting bad guys for bread, and that's the fucked up part. He wasn't even the bad guy.
Yeah.
Hey, my bad. One more thing. Why move in? Like, we got our guy. 71% match on AI recognition, facial recognition. 71's not enough, bruh.
Not at all. It's too close.
That's almost like racial profiling.
It's too close to 50. Oh my mama.
That's like racial profiling.
Yeah.
Like, hey, he's Middle Eastern. That's him. Same name. You know?
Like Derek said, bro don't even look like him at all.
At all.
On everything. That's just
it's racial profiling. They got an AI that racially profiles. That's 70%. It's good enough. Sprinkle some crack on them.
Then also it said they had over 7 months of intelligence gathering on bruh. You feel me? So how do you have several months of intelligence on this dude that you about to,
where was this at?
Direct the warrant on, and he's an attempted murder suspect, bruh.
Yeah, and he's really on the lam here, really fooling him. Like, you know what? I'm a fugitive for murder. I'm gonna start cutting hair. I just want to cut the hair.
And so, like when you serve warrants and stuff like that, right? And like how I said, several months of intelligence, right? So when bruh bailed out on whatever charge on the attempted murder, and he got the motherfucking ankle monitor, right? When you bail out, the person that put the money up, right? They gotta put a designated residence as well. You feel me? So if these dudes don't got no interaction, how in the fuck did they come up with this address to send a undercover agent in there by watching to see what he does? They probably went on his social media to book the haircut. Like, bro, your several months of intelligence completely went to shit.
They're like,
hold on, one more thing. Like,
he changed his face, but not his name, and he moved states. We got him.
Then it also said, bruh cut off his ankle monitor, right? So this motherfucker got an international flight, had to use some type of passport or somehow to get to Iraq. 100%, like, you motherfuckers is dummies, bruh. They completely
maybe he jumped in one of them container ships. He jumped in one of them container ships sitting in the bins that was being sold to one of them sultans.
And then if you see the profile picture that they dropped on the real suspect, that motherfucker had his blue joggers on with his Air Force Ones and his a water gun on his lap.
He was cripping.
Man, he was doing something with the shit. 100% allegedly.
And then other bruh who just has the same name, unfortunately, in this case, right? Other bro, he just trying to make an honest living. You know what I mean? He's cutting the hair.
And then the motherfucker that owns the fucking bring it home or whatever, the dude that was talking, he trying to say, oh, the law enforcement's overworked. Yes, we know that, 100%. But then he got to talking about laws, trying to make it hard on us. Bro, you need to do your motherfucking homework. You doing the wrong homework assignment, my G. You got a complete F. You failed on an attempted murder suspect that got a $100,000 bond, maybe $1 million bond that's going to get you 20% of that shit, and you completely failed. You done spent more hours, more money, and now you got a case because you wasn't doing the right homework, bro. You relied on AI and facial recognition.
Yeah, and you know what? that AI was wrong, man. What AI do they got? Like the 10 years old version? Because that shit only gets better and better every year. That motherfucker's got they got the Chat GPT 1. You know what I mean? They're on like 5 now. You know what I mean? They got the PS, they got the regular PlayStation, bro. They on the PS5 now. The game plays itself now.
Come on now, this shit crazy, bro.
You know what I mean? 71%'s not enough. We got our guy. Let's move in. Then for hella months too. Like even like, okay, if you want to send a guy in there, like, all right, we're gonna get you in there. You're gonna get a haircut once a week. Right?
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? Boom.
That's exactly what happened.
Yep, they're doing that shit for a couple weeks. At that point in time, though, when do you go in there and go, he looks nothing like the guy? You know what? Looks like he got plastic surgery.
Exactly.
But he didn't change his name. I know, stupid guy. Like a criminal. Listen, criminals are dumb. I say this every time we cover like dumb criminal shit. The motherfucker, in this case, the real criminal, he did the smartest thing after he did the unfortunate crime of murder. He went and he got out of Dodge. He's in Iraq. This motherfucker is not going to get plastic surgery and changing everything, his career, everything but him, except for his name. You know what I mean?
Hey, bruh, that's the alleged motherfucker, right? He must have had like a different passport or some shit, bro. Like, I don't know how the fuck he got back home. 100%. Because if he didn't got a case for attempted murder, bro, and he bonded out on that, his name is bad. Anytime you get, you try and do a flight, come on now, that shit getting shut down, dog.
Yeah, I wonder what happened there. You know?
Cold world, bro.
Yeah, and they straight. I'm just, it's kind of crazy. I didn't know they had racially profiling apps out there. And what is AI based on? It's based on actual shit, right? So imagine, and this is where all the movies go wrong, right? All the movies, Terminator, all that, is because the AI will become self-aware, and AI is built off human shit. And what are humans? Shitty people. So whatever AI they were using was definitely made after some racially profiled motherfuckers, because they said, put the picture in there. 70% match. Move in on them. Book them, Dano.
Hey,
nice shirt, Bogey.
Thanks.
Top of the morning, Lee.
Ears in the building.
Hey, that was that AI was built by the police. That's what that shit was built by, bro.
The popos.
The police. They want it.
The popos.
Oh, everything.
You know about robots, Lee.
Was you able to catch any of that story, Lee?
No, I wasn't. I just walked into the house.
So what happened was it was in the DFW too. You know where Richardson, Texas is?
Yeah, it's about 45 minutes away from me. Yeah.
Some bounty hunters accidentally kidnapped the wrong person. and they
only in Texas.
Listen, bro, they get the wrong dude. He got.
They didn't kidnap me, so I'm good.
Listen, Lee, you'll always be okay, Lee.
No.
Lee, this is why you're in our group too. That's one of the benefits. It's like, Lee, they're at the door. Go talk to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? Lee and Dennis, go to the door.
No, Lee and Ty.
Lee and Ty.
We got the illest ones in the group.
Hey, Ty gonna be back there with us. Hold on, Lee, go answer the door.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, we got Bakes in the building. Top of the morning, Bakes.
What up? Yo,
Bakes said
outside
he lost in like 60% of his league so far, but got bit by the injury bug. Oh my mama, bro. Yeah, we was just talking about the injury bug before we got into the first story, man. That shit crazy. 100%. Like the Dos Equis commercial, we got this saying in our league, bro. It's you know how bruh say, stay thirsty, my friends, stay deep, my friends, and we'll post the meme of bruh, oh my mama, when somebody get hurt. Derek said, wow, the guy getting a lineup and getting lined up, that's fucking wild. You ain't lying, bro. That's crazy. Like Bogue said, bro, I bet you it was more than one time. bro was a regular client for several months, bro. That was the several months that they was talking about doing the intel, lying like a motherfucker. All they was doing is sending bro in there to get a haircut, bro.
Hey, imagine now they send bro in there, he's getting a haircut. They're like, he goes in there, he has long hair first, right?
Right.
Like, I just want a little off, just a little, take it a little short. Then the next week, you know what? I want to take it all down. You know what I mean? And then the next week, you know what? Give me with the chin strap beard. You know what I mean? He's just in there. You know what I mean? Listen, there's nothing more close and personal than getting a haircut. You're looking right at bro in his face.
Come on now.
And you know what he says? 71. I saw his face. 71% match.
Hey, I got a question. Do you think that the bruh that was getting a haircut is the one that used the AI? He was acting like he was on his phone doing something, and he just used the phone to scam, bruh? You think it was?
Yeah, hold on. How much? Yeah, I believe that. I'm with you there. How much was the bounty gonna hit for? Because at that point, they go, "Oh, we got our guy. Who gives a fuck?"
100%. That's exactly what it was. Because you got to think though, like when a motherfucker catch an M, get charged with an M, if they do get bail, it's gonna be a meal ticket. 100%.
Oh yeah.
Attempted M. Now I really don't know about that. You know what I mean? It could have been 100,000. It could have been 250 maybe. It ain't no, and that's in the state of Texas too though. You know what I mean? Because ain't too many motherfuckers gonna be able to fight their case on a murder case. Out, especially out here, bro, without dropping the building and the fucking house.
I just Googled it.
Texas has some of the most effed up laws I've ever seen in my life, too.
Bring them home bounty hunters, or what is it called? Bring them home.
Yeah, something like that. Bring it home. I think so.
Bring them home bail bonds is owned by Uncle Jerry Jones.
Whoa. Cold world. Acting like he's doing community service.
Yeah, I made that part up.
The only community service Jerry does is to himself.
Fuck, man. Oh my mama. Y'all got anything going out on that story?
Man, I hope this story gets out for the best reasons. Yeah. You know what I mean? And now this kid, his little garage shop, I hope it starts popping, bro.
100%.
You know what I mean? Get the bag, bro. He got a special needs little sister. His dad, shout out to his parents, came from I don't even know if you call Iraq a third world. Is that a fourth world country? I don't know, man. It's one of the worst places, and he got up out of there. So his children can have a better opportunities when they go through some shit like this, because one of the stereotypes of America is that we racially stereotype and racially profile, and unfortunately,
it happens too much too.
And they family already got PTSD and suffering from trauma, because before they came over here, the uncles or the dad's brothers, you know what I mean, they got, you know what I mean, and
they got kidnapped and woo-wopped, right?
That shit crazy, bro. That's why
they flammed his uncles,
bro, and they productive citizens, bro. 100%. They got a little sis that need 24/7 care. You feel me? 100%. You punk motherfuckers. Your homework was completely wrong, bro. And if your homework was sending that boy in there to get a cut once a week, twice a month, whatever it was, like, you got an F on the test, bro.
There's a point in time where I think that guy that goes in there to get the haircut, he went in there, he got his shit pressed. The next week, he got his shit permed. You know what I mean? The next week, you feel me? He doing all these different hairdos, and he keep coming back. He's like, listen, bro,
he got the sugar-free.
He got the sugar-free. He got the S-curl. Right? He's doing all kind of shit every other week. And he said, this is not the guy. And they said, but we can get 30 bands each off of this one. All right, yeah, sure, it's him. 71%, sure. You know what I mean?
Bro. And then they wait for the police to bring the portable thumbprint joint shit.
And then in your face, bitch.
Hey, big bro. Hey, why the motherfucking bounty hunters just don't got the thumbprint joint though? They got the AI facial recognition.
Because they ain't never caught no one to get some bread yet. You ever seen All About the Benjamins?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Remember Ice Cube? He had the little beach. I mean the little shit at the marina. He had his little, you know what I mean?
He
was making some bread He was already catching motherfuckers. He had expensive guns. You know
He
what I
had the
mean? He would have
96
had
Impala.
thumbprint shit.
He had the 96 Impala looking beautiful.
Come on.
Oh,
The
my mom.
SS thing, that's the only one. The SS 96 Impala, where it's kind of maroonish. It's like dark maroon.
The motherfuckers is beautiful, bruh.
Fuck yeah, those cars are hard. They still sell. They still
100%.
sell for crazy.
Oh, my mama, you're gonna have to pay top dollar for one of them bitches. Oh,
the homie Magnes. I remember when we were kids,
Shout
his
out
pops
Magnes.
had one. Yeah, shout out to Magnes. His pops had one, right? And then he would let us take it out. You know what I mean? And then he had it to where the pipes was facing the ground. So it's just like it made like dummy louder. And then like, you know, I'm talking about the first time we ever strolled that bitch out. We were blowing and shit. You know what I mean? And then like they was trying to tow the car. He's like, let me call my dad. Calls his dad.
Wow.
Dad came through real quick. Pew! Pulled up. Oh, it's my son's car. I'm gonna gift it to him. Blah blah blah. I didn't register in his name yet. Da, 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 da. They're more concerned with the weed we had. But you know what I mean? It was like same thing though. You know what I mean? Two young kids, SS. Dummy gurgling.
What are you doing? Y'all must be selling D. Pause.
Exactly. This is my dad's car. He has the same name as his dad. You know what I mean? Well, the same middle name, right?
Motherfuckers be hating, bro.
Yeah,
profiling. What the fuck is two young bulls doing in this motherfucking $40,000 car? Oh, every day.
We in there gigging.
Come on now, turned up. Oh my mama, that's per usual. Oh, everything where we from.
Come on, we at the In-N-Out Burger. We're kids like, yeah, look at us, what?
Oh my mama, turned up.
In the SS thing, slapping.
Turned up. Bake said, please try, take me in for something I didn't do at all. I'll own that company in 6. Come on now, Bakes. Them is
real.
Facts, bro. And then just not only based on them fucking up, but the trauma that him and his family already has. Now the dad, like they was at the house, you feel me? Pops already has seen what happened to his brothers. He know damn well his son ain't killed nobody or try to kill nobody, allegedly. You feel me? You know what I mean? You damn near right. You know your kids.
My son only has
growing up, bro. Come on now, bro. 100%, man. That shit fucked up, dog. Oh my mouth. Brett said he couldn't finish the interview just based on not talking about what he went through, but what his family been through. He wasn't even talking about the shit he went through.
And you know what's crazy? That means he was raised right with real values and shit, bro. A kid that wasn't raised correct wouldn't feel that right there. He said it himself. It makes him want to cry just thinking about his dad going through this, watching what happened to him. Because it immediately reminds them of what happened to his uncles that aren't back. They didn't come back. They got flu-flammed for real. You know what I mean?
Facts.
They got robbed of their lives. For those that don't know, flu-flam means like rob and shoot someone.
Cold world, bro. Oh,
yeah,
everything.
It's a combination.
100%, man. Yeah, they definitely that company, boy, they definitely got some. And then the police already got 2 of them, so that already tells you that they fucked up. 100%.
You know what? The other 2 too. They said that we got one more. He on the lam though. Here's his name. Here's his face. That is another thing too, because they're civilians, quote unquote. You know what I mean? There's one more. Right. If we're all gonna go down to him, they're probably gonna blame dude. Dude's on the run. He's gonna get the worst charge now.
Right.
What do you do there too? You apologize?
Right, bruh.
My bad.
Come on,
man. You going down? Kidnapping. You came in the U-Haul. This isn't even a registered. That looks shady already.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? You're not even a registered vehicle. When you're a bounty hunter, or when you're an independent contractor, your car is like your office. Especially if you're a business that's, you know what I mean, that goes from
mobile
place to place.
You're
a mobile business. Thank you. Yes, you have to be registered. You can't throw this. That's kidnapping now. And if you are a bounty hunter and you have a vehicle that is supposed to be tailored to being able to apprehend an individual, you would have that. You'd be able to have a car already locked. You know, the locks only from the outside or something. You know what I mean? You'd be able to have that type of shit. They're a clandestine group, literally. That's the name of their shit, which is crazy to me. And that means, you know what I'm saying? They doing things off the books, bro. They pulled up in the U-Haul truck. That's cartel status right there.
Come on now. Especially if you done did your homework and you know bruh gonna be there at this specific time. He got one client in the motherfucking chair. Bro, all you do is park down the street with your motherfucking binoculars in your motherfucking truck, 100%. Pull up, bruh. Announce who you is. They throw stun bombs in there, 100%. You know what I mean?
Stun the fuck out of the kid. You know what I mean?
Whole world, bro.
Hey, the kid though, he just started laughing up. Say, hey, I'm in a U-Haul truck. They say, you are such and such. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, you were wanting for murder and all this. All that. Hey, me, bro.
Come on now, 100% straight idiots. Oh my mama.
And you know they were, you know, listen, if you're already doing things off the books, like having a U-Haul truck to apprehend an individual, you know you fucking him up too.
100%.
You know what I mean?
What if Pop came out with his thing? That's in the great state of Texas. Stand your ground, man. They coming unannounced.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if you're not a citizen, if you're not a fully citizen, if you're able to have it legally, unless you know, unless he is fully a citizen now. I don't know the extent of if he's on a visa or whatever, but yes, he would have came out with that llama.
Oh my God. I want to say it said they came here in like the 2010s.
I love the kids these days too, because they all grew up on Call of Duty. So they just be able to recognize any kind of gun right out the gate. He came out with an AR-15.
100%. He told the hell did say that.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, kids are very educated on the guns because of Call of Duty and other games and things of that nature.
Facts.
At least they know what it is when they see it. You know what I mean?
Come on now. Oh,
he had a Glock 9 with a switch on it.
Whoa. Whoa.
Wow.
Hey, this next story, this one brought to you by So my dog Lee. Hey, top of the morning, King D. My bad, big bro.
What's up, kid?
We got Derek in the building. We got Bakes in the building. We got King
Derek.
D, man.
Man, happy Monday, everybody. You know what I mean? Hope everybody's starting off their week, you know what I'm saying, with a good one. You know what I mean? That Monday morning mentality. We get up and get right back to it. You know what I mean? This thing just goes round and round.
So my dog Lee took us to Sacramento on this one. We back to back in Sacramento on stories. This one is kind of weird.
This one's related to Brett.
This one is about here. Let's watch it because I got something to read, and we'll see where they trying to take this shit. Watch this shit.
To a developing story, the man accused of opening fire at a Sacramento news station, ABC 10, has been arrested by the FBI after posting bail for his initial arrest. KCRA3's Aaron Heft joins us live now from the federal courthouse where the suspect will appear before a judge tomorrow afternoon. Aaron, good morning.
Good morning, Leticia. Yes, after posting bail and being released, the FBI has now rearrested 64-year-old Anibal Hernandez Santana. Now, he was arrested for violating federal statute 47 USC 333, which has to do with the interference to radio communications of a station that are licensed by the government. Hernandez Santana is the suspect in the shooting that led to an investigation at ABC 10.
No charge for disarming, disengaging a firearm?
Called to the building in response to shots fired from outside. When they arrived, 3 bullet holes could be seen in the window of the building's lobby. And despite the building being occupied, no one was hurt. That's when the investigation began. Later the same day, KCRA3 saw police in the River Park neighborhood, including SWAT teams. A witness at the scene reported seeing a man tackled and then taken into custody. Hernandez Santana was booked on 3 felony charges, facing assault with a deadly weapon, discharge of a firearm in a negligent manner, and discharge of firearms at an inhabited building. Hernandez Santana was held on a $200,000 bail and was released earlier on Saturday. But he was once again taken into custody and now arrested by the FBI. Back out here live in front of the federal courthouse here in Sacramento. According to the FBI, Hernandez Santana will be set for his first court appearance. That happens 2 o'clock tomorrow, so Monday at 2 p.m. In Sacramento. Aaron Heft, KC.
I think it had I saw some shit where bruh, this was in an outrage in response to bruh getting smoked. Chuck something. This is what I heard. Why CBS specifically? I don't know. And I also heard it's because of the oh yeah, and then it's also in relation to Jimmy Fallon getting canceled for what his statements about the untimely assassination of Chuck. What's his name is?
Facts. I got that shit. I went and brought up an article about it. I got that shit.
Okay,
pulled up.
yeah. What's this down? Break
It
this
says
down.
the defense attorney for the man accused of shooting into the ABC 10 television station in Sacramento says he was caught off guard by the FBI's involvement. Annabelle Hernandez Santana, 64, was arrested by the Sacramento Police Department Friday night and posted bail Saturday, only to be arrested again 4 hours later by the feds. He posted bail under California state law. He was at home. We were talking on the phone, preparing for those. And this is from his lawyer that's giving the comments.
Okay.
We were talking on the phone, preparing for those charges. He was free for about 4 hours after a $200,000 posted bail.
That's crazy.
Stepped outside, and the feds went up and grabbed him. And Mark Richel, Hernandez Santana's defense attorney, Saturday night, the FBI arrested Santana on allegations that he violated a federal statute that no person shall willfully or maliciously interfere or cause interference to any radio communications of any station licensed or authorized by the United States government. I'm actually surprised to hear that. I'm not sure why the feds are getting involved. I'm not sure what their motives are, but I'm surprised. Mike Wise, who has 30 years of experience criminal law shit, said, watch this. Wise said the punishments, if convicted for the federal charges, gives less time than the state charges. The potential punishment in state is much severe than federal court. Wise said, based on my rough calculations, Bruh can face 17 years in state prison based on the charges. In federal court, only a year. So then he says, he goes on to say something that they're minor federal charges. But here it go right here, like you were saying, Bo. The shooting happened one day after the protests at the station following ABC's decision to suspend the Jimmy Kimmel Live show in response to comments about Charlie Kirk's death. Channel 10 is ABC affiliate station. So with it only being a state case at first, now you got the feds coming in. Now they try to push a fucking motive about the Charlie Kirk and the Jimmy Kimmel. You know what I mean? Come on now, like.
They always try to push the narrative.
Evidence that supports that.
That means a lot coming from you, Lee. That's why you're one of us. He said they're always trying to push a narrative.
100%.
You ain't lying, Lee.
That shit is crazy, bro. I mean, bruh shot into that motherfucker for a reason, allegedly. You feel me?
He could have killed someone.
With some type of statement he was
trying to. Yeah, he could have killed someone, yeah.
In that motherfucker. You know what I mean?
You know what's crazy too is like, okay, yeah, stand for something. Otherwise, you get knocked down. You don't stand for nothing, right? I get that part. But like, imagine like you're trying to make this grandstand and make this point, and then someone stupid ass innocent gets killed.
Talk about it.
You know what I mean? Someone just working a regular job just happens to work at this station, and a bullet comes through flying through the door. Good thing he didn't hit nobody.
Come on now.
Because then it's like then what you're trying to, the message that you're trying to convey gets misconstrued because now somebody innocent got hit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, it's very extreme. And here's how I feel about it. It's like, man, they really trying to take away our freedom of speech, bro. You know, think about it.
I mean,
they
do
just
that on
canceled
social
Jimmy
media.
Fallon.
I mean, even the platforms we're on, we gotta watch what we say. But that type of conversation don't partake in our daily conversation when we fire this shit up. So we don't gotta worry about that. But motherfuckers that be trying to make statements in which they have every right to, you get censored. You're gonna get shadow banned. They gonna boot your ass off just before.
I will say here's what I
fucking social website. them motherfuckers had hella people blocked on that shit to where they can't say not a motherfucking thing.
Nuffa.
100%, bro. Oh my man.
And that's the thing too about not being able to say nothing. That's taking away our freedom of speech, man.
Yeah.
When
you take away that shit, man, it's
got nothing.
Exactly.
Hey, look.
They didn't took our privacy from us. We watched every time, even though we fire it up and we on this motherfucker. But when you get outside, bro, or even inside your shit, bro, they got the be able to flip the switch and turn the lights on your motherfucking ass.
It's locked.
They say it's freedom, bro. It's FREEDUMB. They giving out. They giving out freedom for sure. Dumb motherfuckers.
That's a great T-shirt. Freedom.
Listen, bro. They giving it out, and they taxing us for it.
But
they giving it for free. And they tax us for it.
And don't get it twisted, y'all. We ain't trying to make no excuses for bruh, because we don't know what the fuck his psychological.
He's probably not got a lot of right screws in his.
A lot of these people doing things these days has so many psychological issues.
Because bruh,
I mean, they didn't put us on everything under the sun.
Yep.
You know what I mean? The last 20 years of psychotropic meds, psychotropic being like, things for people that unfortunately suffer from mental health conditions, but also imagine like. You just answer that question in air incorrectly, and then they go, "Oh, you need this," and then you on this now, and now it chemically fucks your head up, and then you out there shooting. Who knows? 100%. I'm just saying that we've seen it's a case by case, but there's too many of them that where that's a common denominator too. Rest in peace to all victims of school shootings. A lot of times those shooters are back in the days. A lot of times those shooters were on psychotropic meds, and that was kind of it was almost like a fallback. Oh, he was on psychotropic. Now it's all unfortunately transgenders and things of that nature. It's almost like agenda driven.
Come on now. I mean, look at this shit. How they trying to tie this shit now? They might got some evidence. Bruh was trying to support the narrative or mad at what happened, right? But look, check this though, right? That shit happened at. That shit ain't nothing but 7 minutes from where I'm at, 10 minutes driving at the most, right? Mm-hmm. So the cold thing is, this is an ABC affiliate. This motherfucking Sacramento station don't say that Jimmy Kimmel can't go on there no more. 100%. They might say, oh, what type of coverage they might coverage of Charlie Kirk, and may he rest in peace, you know what I mean? But for bruh to go in there and go do that, like that's gonna make them change their mind or a statement or something like that. Like, bro, you 64 years old. You know damn well all they doing is just transmitting the Jimmy Kimmel show. They ain't saying they can't come on or nothing. You know what I mean?
But the news broadcasts.
Oh, everything. So why go over there and go do
sports broadcasts?
Oh, everything.
Local ABC affiliate station shit. It's up. And then when it comes to radio, you have Clear Channel. Like, imagine if you run up in a Clear Channel station like 106 in Camiel or fucking what's the station out in Sac?
You got 101.
So imagine if somebody runs up into the 101 station, right? If someone runs up in there, this is the same thing. It's government shit now because it's sanctioned by the government. So Clear Channel, the Clear Channel airwaves, these are airwaves. You cannot disrupt these things.
Right.
So
on that.
Yeah, so a form of him just shooting in there. It's all these extra charges, right? You know what's crazy? He got a good lawyer. He'll get that state time chopped down tremendously. The Fed time, he's gonna do that year. But here's the thing: is like, it's lucky he did it in California because the state they're sympathetic to people that are against the Trump side of shit, bro. You know what I mean? I'm dead ass when I say that.
And it also say bruh never been in trouble at all.
Because Trump, remember Trump? He'll try to get in there and be like, yo, I need to do this. I go, no, we're a state. You know what I mean?
Right.
So he can't just put his thumb. And I feel like, everyone's being made examples of right now. He been saying he didn't like the Jimmy Fallons. He didn't like the Steve Colberts. He didn't like, there's a list of these comedians that are in late night. He didn't like any of them. He's been saying he don't like their comments, and they've been systematically being removed and canceled some way or form or fashion. You know what I mean?
Oh my mama.
It's kind of crazy. They freedom of speech. See, and this is why it's so polarizing when it happens to comedians, because comedians they exist in the world to be able to make light of these things that aren't necessarily things you necessarily should laugh at. You know what I mean? Steve Colbert, he said something along the lines of what America is right now, more than ever, and I'm paraphrasing, but he said, more than ever, I desperately want to love my country. That's what he said. And this comment got him canceled. He just said, I desperately want to love my country. Essentially, read between the lines, said, this country is shitty as fuck, but I want to love it. You know what I mean? Like, and like that. That was not even that bad. The Jimmy Fallon thing, if anything, it's in poor taste, period, to joke about the dead, right? And it just no matter what you cut and slice it, but that's where comedians come in. This is kind of their out. They kind of get the pass on this because this is, and you know what's sad too? Is a lot of times when you're on these late night shows, you have a team who writes your monologue. Did he even write that shit? That he went up there and just...
But that's why they canceled the whole show, though.
That's a good point.
He's suspended. They haven't canceled it. They've suspended it. So,
no, but
which
come on,
basically
bro.
is the next
in the workforce,
it's the whole show, though.
Hey, Lee,
the whole
in
show.
the workforce, when you get
it ain't
suspended...
like they're going to go send maybe a fill-in host or nothing like that.
Here's the thing.
Like how Bogue said, it's a team of writers and all that. So I'm pretty, in my opinion, I'm pretty sure it's completely shut down until further notice.
Pretty much.
Okay, here's the thing. Lee, in the real world, Lee, when you get suspended, that's a precursor to termination, bro. Every time. He's out of here, bro. He's out of here.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
That shit crazy.
And that segment was brought to you.
Bake said Jimmy got canceled recently as well because of his comments towards the assassin and how he was a MAGA guy.
That's exactly what we were just talking about right now.
We watch people like Kimmel to distress away from the world and politics, and this fucker brings you right back into in it for the agenda, or just because he's a mouthpiece for someone in control.
Did you see that? Did you see the new TikTok shit? So you know how they were going to cancel TikTok in America,
right?
Because China runs the algorithm, for lack of a better term.
And they're data mining. They're data mining.
There it is. Thank you. There it is. America's deal now is they could be in there, but America got a hold of that now. So they got the data body now. So now, imagine this. Of course, they're going to politically charge this shit and put things in there and push things in the algorithm, just like they do every other platform. And TikTok is the fastest right now to grow things. It's the fastest. So it's kind of funny how they made it. They made it like, hey, it's about to go. And the people
it's the fastest, and it's one of the most accurate search engines on the net.
Yes.
100%. I've seen something about that as well.
So you know what I mean? They're this is a big ass game of chess, and they are using all their fucking power to move their pieces at will, bro.
100%.
You know what I mean? And they're blatantly doing this shit. Like even that law, that temporary bill or whatever that passed, where in major cities it's like basically saying they could racially profile. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
For the Hispanics.
Tell me about that.
You know what I mean? This is the real thing. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And it's kind of crazy what's going on right now, because you know what I mean. You got somebody who's willing to push a button. You know.
Cold world, bro.
Yeah.
Bake said the price of freedom of speech is the right way to say what you want, but also have to listen to people voice their opinions as well. The only thing that I don't condone is threats or terrorist comments. 100%.
Oh, I'm the same way.
I do want to be clear. I do want to be clear when I say this. This is under the terms of fantasy football. I want to destroy every one of you.
Facts.
Because it's war.
Oh, my mama. Bake said, once you threaten my life, I feel I have the right to take action before waiting for you to do something. 100%.
I think we all do.
It's facts. Top of the morning, Tino.
Team leader Tino.
He said, you can't go on public TV and say lies. It's pretty simple. Look what happened to Skip Bayless.
True too.
Yeah.
You ain't lying, is it? Hey, look, it's been happening in every genre of entertainment. Now we're seeing it happen in every state as far as you know, the protests. You know what I mean? Like bruh getting did you see Trump speak at Bruh's funeral?
Yeah, I did.
He was kind of campaigning lightweight, but he said something. He said, Erica, I apologize. He's talking to the wife now. Erica, I apologize, but you know, Charlie said you have to find a way to find a common ground and love your opponents. I hate all my opponents. He was like, I'm sorry, and people started cheering.
No,
You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna say what
I was like, yo, this
is about it.
Hey,
Yeah, I didn't catch that.
Really
I didn't catch that
distasteful.
on my mama. I
You
ain't
gotta
gonna
watch
lie.
this shit, bro. It's. But one of the things he didn't hammer home was that, you know what I mean? He's a martyr.
Oh, please.
And like when you use terminology like okay, Kaepernick was a martyr, right? You know what I mean? He stood for something and he went down for it. He got blackballed essentially. And in this case with Chuck, he stood for something and he got killed. Whatever it was, if you disagree or agree with what he stood for. And then his wife get on there, and she has a very emotional speech, whatnot, at his eulogy. But she said he is Jesus Christ, bro.
What?
She straight up said that, bro. Because how Jesus had to sacrifice, or you know what I mean? And I was like, whoa. And the reason I'm pointing this out is because, like, Protestant America and Christian America and things like that, that's the shit I grew up in, where it was like you had the Bible Belt and you couldn't say certain things, and like, you know what I mean? That was growing up in the 90s. You know what I mean? They're trying to bring that shit back, bro. And what was crooked about that is like when they got that, like, Christian America and things like that. It's all a front, bro. That's when they're doing the most wildest, craziest shit that we couldn't even imagine, bro. You know what I mean?
They do that shit to get uproars and to start shit intentionally.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, what's funny is like, my growing up, my pops was in the war. He would watch the news, and when he dropped me off to school, and listen to NPR radio, and so what I'm saying, I was always very aware of shit like conflicts in the world, right? Because he would talk about it all the time, and I'd ask questions and be like, but he would always talk about like the Holy War. You know what I mean? He's like, oh, that shit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He'd be like, that'll never end, Jay. You know what I mean? Like even like what's going on now with like, in the Middle East, it never stops. You know what I mean? Like these are things that'll never stop. You know why too? Because it's all big business.
100%.
You ain't making no money if you ain't warring and shit. You know what I mean? That's kind of crazy because, man, what was our country built on? Fucking war, bro. We came over here and took that shit.
Come on, man.
I mean? Then the motherfuckers fought each other for it. You know what I mean? That's America.
Come on, now.
What America?
Tino said, where do people get this freedom of speech on public broadcasting? The government owns the satellites they use. 100%, bro. Everything is fucking censored, bro. Everything. And then not only that the government owns it, that's why you got certain news channels that promote certain different agendas. You know what I mean? You got the beef between Fox and CNN, all that little bullshit in between. You know what I mean? 100%. You see certain commercials when November come around being pushed more on certain channels. You know what I mean? 100%. That shit crazy, dog. Matter of fact, I just seen something on about fucking the Stream East shit. So when it got rumored that they shut it down, they broke down the numbers. So in 2023, or it might have been 2024, they had like 6 billion people visit their site, right? And they broke it down to like they made 3-4 million off of just that 1 year of doing the piracy, right? So they found out. So what the allege is that that when they shut it down, the feds went up in somewhere in India and hit this house, and it was hella devices and shit like that, right? But all they did, I don't know if these dudes had something to do with it, or if they was the fall guys, right? But when they hit and put out the statement that the shit got shut down, man, they come back with just adding something else to the .com like type shit, man. That shit ain't never went down 100%. But it's a big business because it's, you know, all them motherfucking games and fights and shit they put on there. Now you got ESPN clicking up with NFL Network. You feel me? They got a package on streaming shit. You feel me? You got the Hulu, the ESPN, and the Disney, the package shit. They want $30, $40, $50 a month for that shit. So
I know, it's crazy.
So in fact, so now if you pirating this shit and they done had 6 billion, 5 billion, whatever it was in 1 year, and they done ran up 605 million by pirating, bro, you dipping in Uncle Sam pocket 100%, bro. 100%. So they definitely don't play about that motherfucking
man, they ain't playing,
bro. Shit like that. That is their shit. That's the FCC. That's the FCC. That's why you can't be cussing and shit. Oh,
yeah,
my
the FCC, bro. Why do you think they got rid of Fallon real quick? Because they're all about to do the big mergers, which again is reminiscent of the history repeats itself. You go back 20 years ago, we were in the era of the big mergers, right? It's happening again. And in this case, I think ABC, which is owned by ABC owns Disney, owned by Disney, who also owns ESPN and owns other, and they're doing something with CBS or whatever the fuck the other one that they're about to merge with. And you can't have a Jimmy Fallon on there. That's gonna fuck the deal up now. You know what I mean? And they're going to, and at the end of the day, that's still taking away somebody's freedom of speech. And I'll tell you this much, bro. Don't play it with them, bro. That's how Bones died.
100%. Hey, I learned from Bones' mistake on that one. Everything. I ain't gonna play with them
too much.
Hey, I'm letting y'all know if y'all ever come across this piece of content, man. Hey, we are not gonna play with y'all, man. On my mama,
we are not playing with y'all.
100%.
We just trying to we this way, y'all that way.
100%.
Hey, have a nice day. You know what I mean?
Facts, peace.
Yeah,
hey, Tito said, this is wrong, bruh. She didn't say he was Jesus Christ. Listen to us. We from Cali. She said, Daddy went on a work trip with Jesus to her kids. We honestly shouldn't be 100%. That's why we ain't.
Said? Okay.
It's a couple other joints that's been going on that I ain't. Man, fuck that. 100%.
But definitely President Trump said he used the verbiage martyr. You know, bruh is a martyr. And like that's kind of like Che Guevara was a martyr, you know what I mean, for a revolution, right? I don't know if this guy was a martyr for some things that like a lot of people. I mean, listen, rest in peace to bruh. I'm not trying to disrespect bruh. I'm just saying, like, if you really peel back the layers, a lot of the things that he stood for was, you know, systematic racism and basically, you know, don't like foreigners. You know, this he's on that hype.
Good afternoon, Peacock.
What's up, big bro?
What up,
Tino said, I come from a unique position. All my friends are liberal and also hunt with conservatives. They all want the same thing. Nice house, nice job, and family good. Everything besides that is media hype. Facts. Them motherfucking politicians, after they do their little couple hours in that motherfucker wherever they at, bro.
Then they're smoking cigars.
They go have some motherfucking dinner, and then they'll be right back at it tomorrow. Presenting that we on different sides, bro. 100%.
They got all the escorts and scotch and cigars they can ask for.
Come on now, facts, bro. Bates said Tucker Carlson compared his death to Jesus' death because the people silenced him by killing him. But obviously, the Christian movement lived on. Pretty much saying Kirk's Christian movement will live on.
Yeah.
Yeah, his wife is taking over the thing.
Top of it, big bro.
Yeah, dude. And, you know, for me, when it comes to religion, you know what I mean? I just believe in something greater. Mm-hmm. And I don't care what it is you believe in. As long as you believe in something greater, then I can identify. Because I can't identify with someone that don't believe in something greater, because something out there greater believes in you. You know what I mean? I know that might kind of sound cheesy, to some
that
people.
ain't cheesy
But
at all.
most
That's
people
real
that think
life.
that sounds cheesy don't believe in something greater. You know
That's
what I mean?
real life right there, big bro.
You know what I mean? So like whatever it is, your medium to to worshiping or praying or something like, or your whatever it is that you defines your faith. You know what I'm saying? We're all humans, bro. We all got that same 24. And what's crazy is that a lot of people spend a good amount of their 24 hours of the day going to war with people about these issues and not doing a damn thing about it actually to change things,
100%.
just arguing about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That shit's always funny to me.
Them is facts. Peacock said he on a short lunch break. Big bro starting to work week off grinding 100%. Let's get through that day fast, big bro.
Hey, Bog, I got a question for you. I need a Monday
See you tonight, big bro.
Bog, I need a Monday night miracle. I'm down by 70.20 points. I have Lamar, I have Derrick Henry, and I have Gibbs.
You're playing against me, aren't you?
No, this is nothing. Nothing Gen Wealth.
Hey, you starting all three of them players, so you ain't got nothing to worry about. You ain't gonna sit nobody for them three players, right?
No, those are what I got left.
Who's your other guy? You said who's your third party?
I have Gibbs, Derrick Henry, and Lamar Jackson.
You might do this, bro. Yeah. You need 70, so
70.20 points.
We need a 20-piece burger plus for each of them, and then you're in there.
Yeah. 100%. I just need a bounce back Derrick Henry game.
we get. Listen, I always look at like what they did last week. It's like, okay, Derrick Henry's he's coming off a bad week, could be in a bounce back spot here. They are a good run defense, so tend to temper my expectations. He'll be still the one that when they get down there, because they should be able to move the ball on him, they're gonna score a lot of tugs.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And then they're always gonna give it to him first chance they get down there. So Derrick Henry, he can still put up dub easily. You know what I mean? We're looking for a 30. I think realistically, you can get a 30 burger out of Lamar because he's gonna be running around, should be throwing around all over the field too. Because the goddamn
I'm already 2-0 as is. I'm hopefully to start off my
defense that gives up points. You know what I mean? I think you're in a good spot.
Tino said Charlie Kirk funded the Cartier family. Stop this BS. Peacock said almost done with the newest design.
Nice.
What's crazy? I'm not educated on the Charlie Kirk guy at all. I've only heard about him after his untimely assassination.
I've seen him on a few podcasts, but other than that,
my bad, Tino, because I feel like Tino thinks I'm probably coming off as insensitive to bruh because I don't know anything about Chuck like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I wasn't touching that. You know what I mean? 100%.
Yeah.
Everything of us covering, and it's a couple of other stories that's kind of like that I didn't want no parts of. 100%, bro. Peacock said that's a great perspective to have, Bogey, and I respect it. Bates said there's a story of the 5 blind men and the elephant. Once upon a time, there was 5 blind men who were the wisest of their nations. They all received an invitation to come to the mountain. Nah, you good, bro. I don't agree with anything Charlie said either, but I can't disrespect a man. You die for what he thinks on my mama. But not only what he thinks, for voicing what he thinks. Nobody should be unalive for how they feel. 100%. Even if you talk the weirdest of the, look.
And the irony is that one thing I do know about bro is that
especially here.
He was trying to share his platform with other people that he would debate with to get because the discussion and the conversation was what he was about. So that's one thing I do know about dude. And ironically, he got murked having one of them conversations, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. But that was what it was about, having the conversation, right? Like, 100%. Whatever the issues were. And, I think also too, they might have knocked him probably, and this is for me in the outside looking in, is that because when you come through shrouded in like the Christian, aspect or any religious aspect, you're gonna get pushback. You know what I mean? But you're also gonna get automatic support because it's like because now you got a whole religious group behind you. That you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then that's the thing too is like. I always said I'd rather move in a small operation because you can't control everyone. You know what I mean? You can't control, we used to go out deep. We'd be like 40 deep, bro. It only takes one motherfucker in the club to have a problem with someone, and now it's on. You know what I mean? stop going out deep after a while. You know what I mean? And even then, it might be like 5 deep. Listen, bro, I'm not, now that 5 is filtered. I can't be, one of the 5 can't be someone who has a lot of problems out there. Because now I can't be slipping with this dude because he got to be on alert. He got problems out there. You know what I mean? You start trying to slim down, you know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, it's going to convolute whatever message you're trying to convey. You know what I mean? And yeah, that shit crazy what happened to Brett.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Rest in peace to Charlie.
Rest in peace to Brett.
Tino said a lot of people want to believe things about him just to justify what happened at the end. Yeah, that's definitely fucked up.
Yeah, and I always say if you're trying to justify something, it's probably wrong. That's a Bogart. That's a classic Bogart thing.
Where at the top there was said to be God. They all climbed from different directions and reached the top at different times. The first man touched the elephant's leg, saying, "Fod is strong and I'm firm." Another reached the elephant trunk and said, "Oh, I mean, he meant God." And my bad, Bates, and said, "God is gentle, caring, and flexible." The other stomach saying, "God is loud, powerful, and warm," etc. Peacock said he should have gone around having formal duels instead of these debates, if you ask me. Then Bates said every man went back to their tribes and described God as a different thing, not knowing they all were touching the same thing. Talk about it, big bro.
Yeah.
Oh, my mama. That's why we got different religions, and a lot of them religions have some of the same stories. Oh, my mama.
Yeah.
Come on now, talk that talk, Bakes. Let's get into this last story, y'all. We're gonna keep it here in Sacramento, and we're gonna talk about some
Sacktown stand up.
Come on now, talk that
They're
talk.
represented today.
You know what I mean? Hey, look, I feel like they adopted me at one point.
Come on now.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Everybody knows where I'm from, but home's where the heart is. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? We're gonna represent it.
So now we're gonna talk about some 420 friendly shit, man. 100%. Let's get it.
You'll soon find cannabis cafes in the city of Sacramento in a very tight decision, with Mayor Kevin McCarty casting the deciding vote. The Sacramento City Council approved allowing places where people 21 and over can use cannabis. As KCRA3's Michelle Bandur reports, dispensaries will need to make some upgrades, but some youth activists say this will promote drug use.
This is going to be called the J Street Lounge, aka the Doobie Den.
Think of a bar that serves alcohol.
And we're going to come in here and get lit.
But the so-called cocktails are cannabis products being served to and smoked by the customer.
We did construct a 1,500 square foot room with the hopes that one day the lounge opportunity would become available.
Now, after city council approval, the owner of Crystal Nugs in Midtown can turn the empty space into a cannabis cafe.
What we want to do is provide folks a responsible way to enjoy that activity that, so they're not having to resort to our public spaces.
State law already allows dispensaries to expand their businesses and gives power to cities to decide the parameters of cannabis cafes, which can include smoking or vaping the plant or using edibles.
Definitely catering to, upscale entertainment, grown and sexy.
Bahati hopes to see more green while people are smoking the green.
I expect that this is going to be a huge thing, not only for business, but for our customers as well. We are in an area where there's a lot of apartments, where there's a lot of renters. So you're going to have people who cannot consume in their homes.
We're trying to keep these kids safe and keep our kids from doing drugs.
But not everyone wants to see cannabis lounges. Youth activist Aaron Cordoza says he runs programs for teens in Del Paso Heights and asked the city council to close the door on the lounges.
And we're trying to get more programs in the neighborhood, not cannabis clubs. I'm sorry to say this, but it will be affecting our youth, especially if you put it in a residential area by a park or a school.
The next steps for Crystal Nugs and other dispensaries, they'll have to install special ventilation inside the lounges and apply for special use permits to get the cannabis cafes up and running. Reporting in Midtown, Michelle Bandur.
I mean, shit, but they're not going to complain about bars where people get drunk and get in their cars and crash into people and shit. And bars are regulated. You can only have so many liquor licenses in a certain.
How old you got to be to get in the bar?
21.
She just said you got to be 21 to get up in that motherfucker to do the cannabis consumption.
And I would imagine there's zoning. I'm not even imagining it. There is, because I tried to look into this maybe 10 years ago. Actually, and 10 years ago, I was a year or two late. Because once I started trying to like look into it, it was already too late. Because motherfuckers, the zoning already came up. If you didn't have certain spots, you weren't even gonna be able to even think about the future of a consumption lounge, things of that nature. I think this is awesome because, first of all, this gonna sound crazy, but I'm a weed head, so I know I'm not lying, bro. It's all subjective, but what I'm about to say right now, check this out. Weed, people don't want to shoot each other smoking weed, bro.
Come on now.
You know what I mean? It's rarely a problem unless there was already an existing issue between some individuals that just run into each other here. You know how cool weed heads are? Is like, you know what I mean? You don't hear about crimes with people that's, you know what I mean? Like, this is not that fucking propaganda bullshit that they put out back in the day, the reefer mania or whatever, they made the reefer addicts look like they're crazy people. Nah, bro, motherfuckers is kicking it, bro.
Bruh, the motherfucking traffic that you see when you do fall into the cannabis club, you see a variation of everybody. Whatever color, whatever age, whatever, you know what I mean? Male, female, you know what I mean? 50 years old, 70 years old, fucking 21, 100%, bro. Oh my mama. Like, look, bro. Like Tino said, bro, clubs are non for profit. You get that dude off your back by funding his program, 100%.
Yes, for real.
I understand where Brad coming from, but when a motherfucker hit 21, you know what I mean? First of all, they can't even, the kids that's still in high school and shit can't even go in that bitch, 100%. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Well, you know.
And, you know, there's some, like, when we were looking into the consumption lounges in Vegas, there's some where you go and you pay to get in, and if you have your own product, they don't allow that. You have the product that you consume has to be from
It's
this
a way
spot.
to promote your business.
Exactly. It's like a bar. No, you know, in Frisco,
exactly what it was.
In Frisco, there's bars where they have uncorking fees. You can go in there with your, like, you know, with your own bottle of wine. You're gonna pay for them to let you drink it in there, though. You know what I mean? It's called an uncorking fee, right? They have all kind of shit like it. And you know what's crazy is like, it's that fucking stigma on cannabis, bro.
Yeah.
First of all, we have cannabinoid receptors in our body, bro. Take it up with Mother Nature if you have a problem with that. We have to, why do we have that? We never evolved to not have those anymore. We're meant to consume cannabis in some form or fashion. Right? There's that. Then, you know, there's that. Then it's like, bruh, you have to be of a certain age.
Just like alcohol. Just like alcohol, bruh.
Just like alcohol. They're quick to give us a ticket for being high in the car, smoking a weed in the car, and they're all driving under the influence. What the fuck? You know what I mean? What's the difference between having a bar now? You know what I mean?
That shit crazy, dog.
I wonder if it's the regulations of what they can make on it. You know, when it comes to alcohol, that's just regulated, right? They're making the money. You know, when you have a liquor license, you don't just go buy bottles at Safeway or at a fucking grocery store or Costco or whatever the fuck. No, you go into a certain vendor because you have this alcohol license, this liquor license, and you pay a certain woo-wop, and you're only able to serve these woo-wops because these are what's regulated in a bar, right?
And what's the main two reasons why a motherfucker go to the bar, bro?
To get loaded and perhaps mix and mingle.
Fucking socialize, bro.
Yes, there you go.
100%. So like you said, a motherfucker gonna be in there with they joint and they motherfucking cannabis infused drink in that motherfucker, mellowed in a motherfucker, bro.
And I would safely assume you separate the alcohol from this. You can't have the two together.
100%. Fuck no, because you got to have a whole different license, like you said.
Exactly.
And I don't even want that out. I don't want them problems because it's a whole different problem. Look at what Bake said. Weed is like the homie that breaks up the fight. Calm you down, bro. Come on, let's
for real.
Alcohol is like the homie egging you on and being like, bro, knock that motherfucker out. He stepped on your shit. Like, come
For
on,
real
man.
though.
Oh, my mama.
Fuck him up, bruh.
Come on now, bro.
You know what he said?
Peacock said, anyone trying to shut down anything related to cannabis has ulterior motives or somebody is lining their pockets because we don't want to hurt nobody but my body. And it ain't hurting your body. It's fucking medicine.
Okay, the emphasis on the verbiage drugs. Bro, call it what it is. It's cannabis. No one says, hey, bro, let's go take some shots of drugs. Well, what do you want us to take a shot of? Tequila? No, they say, let's take a shot, right? How come the stigma, alcohol is a drug? It's the legal drug. See, this is what I'm saying. Is like the stigma on cannabis and cannabis products, it's always going to differ from state to state. But like overall, you know what I mean? I love that overall, the culture is what stands out the most. You know what I mean? We got so many states in here. I think it's over half now. Where now that stigma is definitely gonna dwindle away.
Come on now.
Especially when you get like we need somebody in power where their child is like epileptic or something, and then like they go, oh my God, this whole time I was against cannabis usage and CBDs, and look at my
It's the motherfucker that got anxiety and takes
we
motherfucking
need
edibles
somebody in
to
power.
calm they motherfucking nerves
Where-
when they get home because they done had a long motherfucking day and don't want to drink no alcohol or don't want to take no anxiety prescriptions that's fucking up your stomach and shit like that. Man, get the fuck out of here, dog. That shit is bullshit to me, dog.
And I'm never.
No, I'm a
I
heavily
would be a
component.
hypocrite. I would be a
POP.
hypocrite.
Not over pills, dog. Fuck that medicine, dog. I
Yeah,
don't take
and
no motherfucking medicine at all.
If I was to say or knock anyone who had, who escapism, right? Like if a motherfucker wants to have a drink to take the edge off, or maybe he needs to, escape from his monotonous life. I'm not gonna knock that dude. I'm not gonna knock the person who lights up. I'm not gonna knock the person who might pop a little something. But I will say when it comes to cannabis, it's the one and only one that's gonna make you introspective. It's outside of mushrooms. But you know what I'm saying? People are just terrified whenever I talk about psychedelics. That one's coming around too in the masses. They're realizing now that the stigma on mushrooms, they were tripping the whole time, pun intended. But going back to what I was saying, is cannabis the only one that makes you introspective. Like Bake said, it's the homie that calms the fight down. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I'll be mad at the kids or I'm just mad at whatever everyday go about, and then I get to the garage, fire up, and I go, man, what else is tripping, man? How am I tripping?
Come on now.
I'm gonna go apologize to the kids. I was yelling for no reason. They don't know about life. They're not worried about why am I upset about shit they don't understand? You know what I mean?
Facts, bro, on my mama. So yeah, they like Tino and Peacock said, man, they got ulterior motives with that bullshit, 100%, dog. Kids don't even smoke nowadays. I went to Silver Creek football game last week. Not a cloud in the air. 20 years ago, the skunk would have been in the air. They used to tell us we can't get in because you smell like weed because we still students. You feel me?
It's outside. Their field, they have a
before.
nice field these days because they started whipping the field up real nice like my sophomore maybe junior year. They redid the field over there because that's my high school that I went to. Tino lives across the street from me.
Talk about
and listen, I promise you, like that one makes me proud actually. That because when he says kids ain't smoking like that no more, because bro, we were from the Silver Creek where we had the highest drug-related kickouts in the district. All the years that I went to that school, because that was our rap sheet. We got it, bro. Everybody got it. It's going down. You know what I mean?
You see where my high school was, right in the middle of the community. Oh, my mama. So just think, you got, never mind. Hey, but yeah, everybody can put.
You know that's how I met Diamond Joe?
Oh, my mama.
We had
chemistry. Right here. This the high school
chemistry.
right here.
Oh, no, not chemistry. Science. We had science one.
This is my little brother helmet. Oh, everything. That big X, that purple X. Oh, my mama. And then they said, I want that shirt. POP 100%. I'm a high proponent of that, big bro. I don't touch none of that shit.
We got to get the POPs, the pot over pills shirts.
100%, bro.
Ooh, and it could be the pops. like, you know, the cereal box, Pops.
Come on now.
Or Pop, it could just be say Pop.
Facts.
And you got it, and then you got like Soldier Boy, he's eating a thing of pills. It's like, yeah, don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy. Oh my mama. Facts.
I don't know why I said
need your
Soldier Boy.
medicine.
Soldier Boy didn't do anything wrong to me.
Tino said, for real, how many Tylenol lawsuits we at now compared to weed lawsuits? I'm telling you, bruh. Mushrooms is legal in Oakland and SF. Shout out to Church of Zion.
Yep. Yes. And there's even in Berkeley now where if you suffer from PTSD, they do this for couples that are in the military, where one of the spouses, if not both, were in the military and suffer from PTSD. They give you MDMA, medical grade, Molly. It is
help you get in touch with your feelings, because hey, when you be high out, bro, you know I love you, man. You remember that time?
I ain't capping right now.
Matter of fact, you remember that time, man? I fucking love you, bro. You my motherfucking dog, man.
Yeah, listen, man. I done hugged every single one of y'all numerous times in Vegas. It was Elizabeth. Bring it in.
Everything.
Hell of a guy.
Hell
of a guy, man. Oh God. You know I ain't capping too.
Peacock said, that's what this case I'm on now is about. Dude was drunk as hell from the golf course, high on the tree, went skiing, then goes to the bar and is overserved, crashes leaving. Now he's still in the motherfucking bar.
Oh my God, because they didn't cut him off?
Huh?
Because they didn't cut him off. And when when you're skiing, your capacity for alcohol is like quadruple the amount. I drink like, they say you could drink like a fish. I drink like an elephant. You know what I mean? When you're on the allegedly, bro, it's just, you know what I mean? So they allowed this guy to keep, plus he's probably running it up too. He's probably tipping hella crazy. Yeah. He's having a good ass time. He probably putted for par, whatever. What's a good golf term? He hit a couple bogeys, whatever it is. He's probably, you know what I mean? Hit a birdie or whatever the fuck the term is. I don't know golf. He had a good day. And then now he's suing them, the golf course, the country, which is essentially
the beer. He's suing the bar. He's suing the bar because they let him.
And he probably want to settle. They're probably going to end up settling out.
Look, Peacock said he had 6 tall beers in 3 hours at the bar, but at 18 at the golf course, lucky he only hurt himself. Hey, them tall beers is like 16 ounces, bro.
For sure.
6 of them bitches. That motherfucker ran through a 24 pack in 3 hours. Oh my mama. Cold world.
You know what's crazy? Like, there's, we drank.
That makes you feel sober.
Then they gotta keep drinking more. It'll wake your game up. Just like every Tuesday and Friday morning. You know what I mean? That's it. Just whoop whoop. You know what I mean?
Bring you right back.
He might have been partying with the bartenders, man. Listen, man. They gave him 6 tall boys in an
3
hour.
hours.
He was on his Matthew McConaughey. Look, I'm gonna order a tall boy, and every 5 minutes you just keep them coming.
God damn! When it rains, it pours.
That
What
is
happened?
crazy.
I lost
bro.
Najee and James Conner in the Gen Saft.
Damn. Hey, Peacock said attorney goes, excuse me. Guy says, never mind. Oh, my mama. And then Tito said 18 beers in 3 hours. That's fucking wild, dog.
Yeah,
Oh,
nuts.
my mama.
I've done the Monday night games. I put a 12 away, but then I stopped doing that because I was like, yeah, I put a 12 away in the Monday night game.
Oh, wow.
Because I'll put a 12 away just on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Like, the grit don't quit. And it's, it's panned out nicely. But
Yeah,
then
that's
it's
like 8 hour day.
Yeah. And then
that show was an 8 hour or 7 hour show.
We're doing a shift, right? Then it's like, you know what I mean? I'm just Monday night miracling, like, oh, I need it. You know what I mean? So this year I've been good on the Monday night games. I've been pretty good. The Monday night and the Sunday nights. The grit don't quit. We're going in. That's for sure.
Come on now.
Well, yeah, put it away at 12 games or 12 out of an 18.
At 6 in the morning, man, because that's when the motherfucking games start. Everything.
Wait,
They
wait.
said medical cannabis was harder to come by in the hood. We had bricks of Pretendo and stress allegedly. The chronic was $20 to $30 a gram. Fucking $50 blunt on average. Gotta stay hustling allegedly. Yeah, I remember them. Bro, I was paying. Never mind. Never mind.
Hey, man, shout out to the I-5, the pipeline. You know what I mean? Allegedly, the motherfucker's on the way. And then, you know what was crazy? We were just talking about this off air. With how SoCal, they were behind the game for hella years as far as like the Bay Area and Northern Cali period when it came to the mecca of all the innovations and revolution of weed, right? But then they started coming out with the OG Kushes down there and the San Fernando Valley Kushes. It was like, oh, okay, LA.
Right.
Okay, SoCal, let's go. You know what I mean?
Come on now.
Shout out to the
Hey, we gotta represent for the whole state of this beautiful motherfucker that we call California. 100%. Motherfuckers know right when they touch down. If they fuck with the 420, they know they gotta go get some of that shit they first time here. 100%.
My pops, when he worked in tech, he worked for Trimble Navigation forever when I was a kid. And in the late 90s and the early 2000s, they would do a convention out there. My mom's company too, because a lot of tech companies, they would go do like 2 week to a month conventions in Europe. You know what I mean? So then when they would be gone, they're going to tear down Europe, right? So my dad, you know, he would come back and I used to bust in his little little back shack thing, smoke his weed and shit as a punk little kid, you know what I mean? And then like he had this little thing, Bluebill Amsterdam. So first it blew my mind, like, oh, he brought some back. You know what I mean? Then we're smoking a joint of it, like, oh shit. And then years later, I asked my dad, I'd be like, yeah, I remember I used to smoke your weed. You had some shit from Amsterdam. He's like, oh, that was you. He's mad. You smoke on my Bluebill. And I said, yeah. I said, damn, that weed was pretty good. He's like, you know what that is, Jay? It was Cali weed.
Oh, wow.
He was out there in Amsterdam. The best weed they had out there was still their California shit.
Wow, that's crazy.
But that was just the name of the little cafe or whatever he was at. So everything was
my mom been to Amsterdam as well. She got pictures of the hotel that she stayed in that they had weed plants in the lobby. 100%.
Yeah, they do, man. I was there not too long ago, about 15 years ago. One of the nicest places. And the thing is, with Amsterdam, it's beautiful. I did Amsterdam, London, and Belgium in 10 days. And I swear to God, I stayed in the Van Gogh Museum for the whole day. I almost got lost in there. Wow. It was that good. And I didn't have enough time.
Cut your ear off right now.
Oh, that's federal, bro. I didn't know that.
If you love Van Gogh, chop your ear off right now.
No, I actually brought a lithograph home from Amsterdam.
Okay. Is that right?
We'll do it off.
You got it framed?
You gotta show me you're not a human.
Upstairs it is, yeah.
Cutting your ear off.
That's federal, bro. Oh my mama. Hey, so you said you did the Netherlands?
I did Belgium, Amsterdam, and London in 10 days.
And so, how you did that by plane or you did? Because
we took a flight over to London, right? Because I was with my mom at the time, and my godfather never traveled in his life, and I took him to Amsterdam, and we went. And then we took a train. We did Belgium and Amsterdam on a train.
Wow.
Okay. So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Shout out to Unc. Took him to the red light district, didn't you, Lee? You dirty child.
Oh man, I took him to the red light district, and he was like, "What the?" And he walking down the street.
I knew he did though.
My mom. It was my mom, my godfather.
I mean, you gotta show him a good time.
Well, shit, he's older than me too. He's like 20 years older than me. My godfather. Shit.
Oh, that's a pretty good age difference, though. My mom.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because then that's when you can be like, "Hey, my uncle, show my uncle some love."
Yeah, he lives in the Bronx. He lives in the Bronx, New York.
You're like a translator.
He lives in New York, in the Bronx.
Say, like, hey, what's that? You and you. Go ahead and have a good time with my uncle.
I told my mom, I said, I'm gonna take him for a good time. I told my mom I'm gonna take him for a good time in the red light district. She's like, don't get him in trouble. I'm like, nah, hey, what the fuck?
Come on now. Hey, Peacock said the bar that bro was at that trying to sue the bar. He said the bar has half naked.
Yeah, that was a fun trip.
As servers and bartenders, and it's a fucking popular spot, bro. So Brett knew what he was doing by going in.
And it's half naked.
Oh, everything.
Hey, JD, look,
everything is bigger in Texas. Everything bigger in Texas.
That one, this one.
Them is federal, bro.
It says, good guys go to heaven, bad guys go to Amsterdam.
Oh shit! They know what's going on in
This
that
one says,
motherfucker.
no beer, no sex, no grass, no coke. May I die or not in Amsterdam.
Oh wow! They are fully promoted. Hey, what year is them motherfuckers from? What year you went?
No, he said that's 15.
This was 24 years ago.
Oh,
24.
shit.
Okay.
Oh, 2001.
So
wow.
and
That was
that's
just
around the
after
time-
9/11 I went to.
Hey, look, check this out.
Oh,
So my
real?
dad, remember I was telling you, so my dad, they would go every year, same time. And then one of those years, he says, okay, we can't miss Queens Week, right? Apparently Queens Week in Amsterdam, it goes down. And like, it's Holland. So they drink the fuck out of Heineken's. And he said, when you're walking on the street, everyone, they're just, during Queens Week, all the streets are locked down. And when everyone's walking around, you are encouraged to just throw your beer bottles in the street.
Oh, for real?
JD, you know how long I know it was?
Listen,
These things.
hold on, Lee. Then when you see beer bottles that are in the middle of the street, you kick them to the curb, right? So you just, all day, you just hear bottles flying. Because motherfucker, and then they have, around the clock, they have street sweepers that come in and clean all the street, pick up all the glass. It's insane.
JD, on one of these discs, I have the marijuana museum.
They just break the bottles in the street. And if you see one that's full or like that's not broken, they just kick to the curb. And these motherfuckers are all fucking hella good at it too. You know what I mean? Sucker style kicker. And I was like, oh, that's pretty badass.
Come on now. And Lee said he got pictures of the weed.
Yeah, because you know in disc, I have them all on discs.
Come on now.
I have the marijuana museum on here, Belgium, the hard. Yeah,
And Lee, old
it
school,
was
he got it on
2002. Sorry, that's when I went.
Did you got any pictures of the women in the red light
Oh
district?
hell yeah! Come on, I got small titties and big titties.
Yes, Lee.
Don't say that too loud, big bro.
Yeah, don't say that.
Oh,
He got
white
really
people.
excited though. That shit was hilarious.
Hey, Peacock said the brother that doing this shit, he said, bro said he played a great round that he felt like he could hit a hole in one and drive anywhere was his fucking testimony. That was wild. Oh, everything.
He said, I ain't, hey, look at, he was on that good youter, bruh.
Peacock said the troopers is coming in next. I wonder what he told the police. Oh my God.
Shit. Hey, this is so funny because he just do the depot. So it's like, this is everyone's first version of the account.
Come on now. I wonder how good Colorado Tree is. I should be out there this summer. I driving the family to Yellowstone this summer. Oh, that's federal.
Badass.
Well, that sounds like a fun trip.
So when the whole Denver thing happened, you know what I mean? You know, we had to go check it out. You know what I mean? It was all right.
Yeah.
I tell you this much. When it comes to Denver and then Seattle, Oregon, or Washington State, Oregon State, like, here's my opinion. Oregon State, their weed has zero soul. Washington, they're really good. Almost as good as the Bay. You know what I mean?
Wow.
But it's because you got a lot of correlations there. A lot of the big green thumbs.
Oh yeah, for
went
sure.
over there. You know,
100%.
Oklahoma City, OKC, and then Iowa, places like that. You got cultivators from the Bay, green thumbs that went over there to oversee major operations and shit. They're bringing they're bringing that ism. You know what I mean? Denver, they're the same way too. You know, you got food. Like I remember there was a dude. He was from Santa Cruz. He was one of the, you know what I mean? He was one of the Kush mans, bro. He went over there and started revolutionizing shit. You know what I mean?
Oh wow.
Yeah, Cali got their hands in everything. Oregon, though, they have no soul.
Hey, Banks said, bro, do you guys remember the Blue Dot days, Afghan train wreck, sour diesel?
Yeah.
That train wreck was one of my
late
shit. Snap was one of my shit. Orange Crush was one of my shit.
Headband, green crack.
Now.
All right, CD Lamb's injury is not bad.
Blue Dot, Blue Dream, Then there was the Dream Queens, Blue Queens. The whole blue everything was dope because I love sativas.
Oh my
So they make blue whenever you see like Blue Cooks or Blue anything. That's because they got that Blue Dream in there. Blue Dream used to yield like crazy.
Talk about
it. Blue Dream and Trainwreck specifically, and there were two totally different strains. There was sativa than a motherfucker, but they used to yield like crazy. So it was flooded. Everyone had it. You know what I mean? Because like it would yield like crazy, bro. You know what I mean?
We needed that for shit show. Oh,
Yeah.
everything. You see that comment, Lee?
That is a sick trip. Yeah, it was a great trip. Back then, I used to travel twice a year to Europe.
And the coach did it by train, so you got to see the sights as well.
Yeah,
It
you know
wasn't
what's my
like just
favorite part
flying
on
over
the
hella
train
shit.
was seeing all the like tulips in Amsterdam and all that. That was amazing stuff.
Oh, and
He was there in 04, a couple of years after you, Lee.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite trips of all time.
Hold on. So they got like just miles and miles of tulips.
Yeah, all different colors. I mean, I actually brought you. I had to send tulips back, the bulbs, to the United States because you can't bring them through customs.
Through the customs.
So I had to send them over back home.
Hey, that's like that commercial, the Ricolo commercial. Remember, it starts panning out in the yellow flower valley.
Yeah, it goes yellow,
and Brad got that long.
Yeah,
Ricola. The motherfucking goddamn. What do they call them?
CeeDee Lamb has a high ankle sprain.
No,
but he has a chance to play Sunday. But they're gonna determine that in this week if he plays or not.
Yesterday, this is exactly how it happened. He gets rolled up on, then he comes back for not the next series, but the series after that. He's out there for one snap, and he goes back to the sideline. He's like, he's like, I fucked that up. Like I was like, oh no, he made it worse.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
Peacock said
CD's on the block.
Colorado stuff is good. I usually get there.
Come get him.
I get from there and Michigan. Yeah, I got a homie that's in fucking Missouri. He really from motherfucking Jackson, Mississippi, but he moved up to fucking Missouri, right? We go slide over to Colorado. I think he said maybe a 4-hour drive or some shit like that. And he go get his medicine 100%.
Yeah, they got good out in Colorado for sure. When I went out there in 2013 or whatever it was, because the industry wasn't like the infrastructure was there, but it wasn't the industry yet. It only took a year or two. Yeah. You know what I mean? Minnesota's about to be
it sells itself. Once the word is out, you know what I mean? You ain't got to do nothing but except never mind. Tino said Seattle indoor is the same as the Bay. Been there. It's fucking fire. We want to do one of our drafts.
Did I not see? Shout out to Twin. He knows because Twin worked in the industry for a long time too. And he knows, bro. Like when he was working in the industry, it was like the early 2010s or 2010 era, like during that era, that shit, it was the Wild West for real. You know what I mean? Like someone like me could just open up. I could just rent a spot and be like, boom, I got a club. I got a dispensary or cannabis club. That's what they call it back then. I got a cannabis club, man. Motherfuckers they had consumption lounge just in the waiting room. It wasn't legal. Just fucking fire up. Go ahead, y'all. They were letting people $5, $10 dabs. You had a menu, you had a dab bar. Yeah, let me get a dab of that. The 99 gold or whatever, like $10 a dab. Like motherfuckers, like they're taking a shot. You know what I mean?
Whole world, bro. Hey, POP, man. POP, man. 100%.
Hot over pill.
On my mama. Lee, let them know what we got going on tonight, man.
Well, we have a Monday night football watch party for the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions. I hope you all join us.
Baltimore.
You all tune in.
You pronounce it
Join
Baltimore.
the fun.
It's pronounced Baltimore.
Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore.
There
you
go. Baltimore.
Come on, man. I gotta fix your voice command, man.
Talk to him, Bobby. Let him know what's going on, bro.
Man, you already know. Playmaker watch party tonight. You know what I mean? I appreciate every single one of everybody that rocks with us. You know what I mean? We all got the same 24, so I definitely appreciate y'all sharing your precious time with us, because all our time is precious. No man, time is man's greatest commodity. No man's time is worth more greater than the next man. We all should value it the same and have respect for each other's shit. So I appreciate everybody that spends some of their time with us. Let's go.
100%. Ain't no better way to end this, man. Pull up on us tonight, man. Big bro done drop the gym, man. Good luck to everybody that need them Monday Night Miracles. We see y'all in a few hours, man. Peace.
Same 24 t-shirts, neonpeacockmerch.com.
One more time, big bro.
You man, same 24 t-shirts, $13 sale. Man, flash sale, get in on it. Let's go.
Gang.
Peace.